I know that I don't know all the answers. Whatever frame I create is bound to be biased or incomplete or distorted. The important thing is to be aware and to try to minimize the damage.
George Soros, famously known as the man who broke the Bank of England back in September 1992, is now breaking the of SoFi short sellers by loading the boat with SoFi shares. Soros had recently added 3 stocks in his portfolio: EQT Corporation, Fisker, and our very own SoFi. At this point, SoFi is chilling at around $18 per share at the time of recording this. Compared to its all-time low of $11.80, this price isn't too bad. Analysts are even betting higher price targets for SoFi, and even top management is on board with this venture. Welcome to Wealth Gambit. On this channel, we cover all things stock, from stock news to fundamental analysis. Although we do like to see everyone make a lot of money, we're not financial advisors, so please always do your own due diligence. By the way, we recently just made social media pages, so be sure to follow us there for more stock news, market updates, and most of all, dank financial memes. Stick around until the end of the video to see how many shares George Soros bought. And just like that, it's not just analysts lining up to load up SoFi while it's in a dip. Billionaire George Soros now revealed that he's rooting for SoFi as well. Before we have our toast and see this news as one of SoFi's stock victories, let's see a brief background of George Soros and find out why he is one of the legends in the finance industry today. George Soros is the founder and chairman of Soros Fund Management, a hedge fund company that Soros founded in 1973. He's one of the most successful investors in the United States, and he's also known as one of the world's foremost philanthropists. Love him or hate him, George Soros has accumulated a lot of success with a net worth of about $8.6 billion as of 2021. With his hard-earned money, Grandpa Soros launched Open Society Foundations, a network of foundations, partners, and projects in more than 100 countries. And in doing this, Soros had given a total of $32 billion of his personal fortunes. So, why was this man so famous, and why is he dubbed as the man who broke the Bank of England? During the 1990s, when the British pound was at its all-time lows and everyone was assuming that the pound currency will further dip in its value, Grandpa Soros shorted the pound currency and made a hefty $1 billion in just one day. Let's take a look at the fund he's managing. Soros Fund Management is worth about $5.417 billion according to its 13F filing this past quarter. SoFi is now the apple of George Soros' eye, as it now entered his fund management portfolio that now holds 177,500 shares of SoFi that costs around $2.8 million. Here's George Soros' take on price fluctuations.
It's important to realize that not all price distortions are due to reflexivity. Market participants can't possibly base their decisions on knowledge. They have to anticipate the future, and the future is contingent on the decisions that people have not yet made. What those decisions are going to be and what effect they will have can't be accurately anticipated. Nevertheless, people are forced to make decisions. To guess correctly, people would have to know the decisions of all of the other participants and their consequences, but that's impossible.
Moving into the finance realm might be a little odd considering the trend of his fund management portfolio that's heavily invested in the communication industry, but nothing remains constant as this portfolio now has a majority of its stake in the finance industry. Perhaps Soros and his team can sense the disruption going on in here, and this puts SoFi in a really good position as more and more positive catalysts are piling up day by day. If you loaded more SoFi stock during its dip, comment Soros down below. Also, if you have any thoughts on George Soros as a person, comment them down below. We want to know. That wraps up today's video, guys. What do you think about today's news? Are you buying more? If you happen to find any value, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to turn that notification bell on so you'll get updates as soon as we drop new videos. Until next time, peace.